Welcome back. We're gonna have to do this. So if you're tuning in after the live, I appreciate you. We're gonna go over a quick synopsis while I'm just getting this set up, as for some reason YouTube ended my stream, but that's okay. I'm taking that as a positive because I titled my stream to fit more what I wanted to say. So hey, that's a blessing in disguise. So remember, positivity over negativity, and we can turn it into a favor. So what we're gonna go over in this live is XRPL announced its first mortgage-backed stablecoin on the XRP ledger, which is pretty cool. We need to talk about Bitcoin, as it announced they refiled, BlackRock refiled for the Bitcoin ETF. The NASDAQ sent it into the SEC. And then we have to talk about Bitcoin, obviously, as Bitcoin is on a breakout attempt here. We talked about in the last several lives and an update earlier today, if you've been tuning in, or if you're new, Bitcoin had to break over 31,000, which it had broke over the channel at 30,000, was on top of the CME gap as well. So it was looking very bullish if it held 30,000, then ultimately broke over 31,000, which it did. It's at 31,200 the last I checked. And now the technical target on a breakout and hold at 31,000 is the 35,000 level, because we broke out of a short-term bull flag on Bitcoin as well. So that's something we have to watch very closely. So we'll get into the intro in just a second here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And just make sure that that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics, and it will help get more people in here to be able to watch the show. So here we go. I apologize for coming on a little bit later today. So I assume most people will watch this after the live if I had to guess. But I wanted to make sure that I can see it on my... Let's see. So here we go. So make sure to hit that like button. I appreciate the 13 people watching. So good early evening, 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, July 3rd, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I welcome anybody who's tuning in. I know it's a holiday week right now, and I really did this to go live to see if anybody wanted to tune in with me. But if not, I knew everybody who wanted to see it could see it after the live. So if anybody does decide to tune in, I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to go through this real quick just so you can get a little bit of an idea of what we're going to do. Oh, wow. Crypto Scrooge, welcome in. It's going pretty good. Lewis, welcome. Kenny, welcome. Mark, welcome in. Yosef, peace, my friend. I salute you as well. Stanley, good early evening indeed. Welcome in from Arizona. Glad you joined me in my side of the woods, or my neck of the woods here, as you would say. So first, we're going to talk about how XRP absorbed investors' cash as crypto fund flow skyrocket with 124 million surge. This is some big news here. Some big news. The XRP ledger welcomes first mortgage-backed stablecoin, which I think is awesome. So we'll go through and read this as well. And then obviously the big news of the day right now, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF application refiled by NASDAQ to the SEC. And that's why cryptocurrencies have rallied significantly since first filing. Fidelity and Vesco are among others trying for spot Bitcoin ETF. And we're not paying for this, actually. We're going to read this because I want to read this before it tries to block it out. But BlackRock Inc. has refiled paperwork with U.S. regulators through NASDAQ to add new details to its proposal for an exchange-traded fund that invests directly in Bitcoin. So basically, we'll look at the Bitcoin chart after, but Bitcoin is absolutely starting to break out. We've talked, that's actually my picture. No, it's not. My picture is not that. I mean, it is mine, but. So Bitcoin, we can see, is breaking out of that bull flag. We have the cup and handle where we're building the bullish handle. In the opening, I talked about the breakout and hold over the channel, which is, let me show you. I don't want to assume everybody just knows. That would not be cool of me. Mr. Anderson, hit that like button indeed, and welcome in, my friend. So let me get this arrow out real quick just so I can show you. So this right here, this uptrending blue line, that's the channel that was kind of rising. We broke out of it to the downside, created a descending triangle, broke out of that, broke back up over the rising channel, which happens to be over the 30,000 support, and that's crucial, not just for the psychological level. That was a CME gap that had to be refilled. You hold that gap and break out of this bull flag, your technical target's 35,000. Now we have to watch for fake outs. That's why in this technical analysis, after we read some of this stuff, we'll go over what we have to do to hold to continue the breakout. First stop was to get over 31,000, so that's huge. JW, welcome in, my friend. I really appreciate you tuning in. Bunch of long time subscribers here. If you appreciate my work and want to show appreciation, you can send a YouTube super chat, but I encourage you to join Tom's Army. The exchange on Monday submitted new documents with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to indicate that Coinbase Global Inc. will provide market surveillance in support of the proposed ETF from the world's largest asset manager. The move came after the regulatory agency had said the initial filings by issuers were deemed to be insufficient and lacked necessary information. A number of other companies had last week made their applications more specific as well, with Fidelity Investments, Invesco, Van Eck, 21 Shares, and Wisdom Tree all amending their proposals. Earlier, Fidelity leads flurry of Bitcoin ETFs refilings to answer SEC. Crypto market surveillance may be key to getting SEC approval for a spot Bitcoin ETF, analysts say. The surveillance could dramatically reduce fraud and market manipulation, which were top reasons the agency has rejected around 30 spot Bitcoin ETF applications to date. And everybody, this is why I don't like to miss a day. Look at all this stuff that's breaking on a holiday week, the day before 4th of July. Most people are out of work. Markets aren't acting as normal. But crypto never stops, and they always try to slide these things through when nobody's really paying attention. If I was going to do it, today would be the perfect day. Everybody's getting ready for 4th of July. A lot of people are going out to the bars, having parties, just grilling, doing all the stuff, and not really paying attention to crypto. I commend everybody, though. 35 people here. It shows your mindset that you want to keep learning in the time, even when it's a holiday. Make sure you hit that like button, though. 17 likes, 35 people watching. We want to give a good first impression or that positive vibe. You know, everybody plays the victim, so if they come in here thinking the victim mindset, they'll be like, oh, only 17 people are liking this live, so maybe it's not worth my time. That's not even 50%. We can bet at least 75%, I know it. Mr. Anderson, I'm finding it really hard not to FOMO in at these levels. I haven't because, like you, I have a bag already, and I'm waiting for sub 40 cents to add it to it, but it's hard. Oh, I know, Mr. Anderson, trust me. It's even harder for me. I can't add to mine until 20% below 34.6 roughly. So I got a long ways for it to go down before I can keep adding. But in that time, while I've had my XRP bag packed again, I've been able to buy XDC, XLM, VChain, ZIL, DGB. We bought almost 6,000 HBAR the last 6 weeks and FOMO Friday. So I look forward to this week on FOMO Fridays for a 7th annual installment with the community. So we'll also take a look at HBAR today as well. Axel, welcome in. The victim mindset is the sheep mindset. It sure is, my friend. Or is the real enemy. You didn't say sheep, but you might as well have. But that is correct. It is the real enemy. Ron's Aviation Channel. Hi, Tom. What's going on, Ron? Miss Vicky, welcome in, love. Always brings a smile to my face when you're in the audience. It's great that you're here as well. I'm actually happy to be here as well. You know, some people tell me I'm bubbly, or it's because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy being around my friends and being able to give the information that most people, I don't know how many people have announced all this. I don't think there's going to be a single live that you're going to get in like under 45 minutes that you're not going to have to deal with any kind of promotions, paid sponsorships, and advertising, all that nonsense. But you'll get this kind of information for free. I don't know where else you're going to be able to go, because this is just the start. BlackRock's initial filing in mid-June not only set off a race among other issuers for similar filings, but also sparked a rally for cryptocurrencies broadly. Bitcoin has added more than 10% over the past month. Christian, welcome in from Martin, Quebec. Welcome in, my brother, from, I believe, the north. I don't know. I think so. But I've been called wrong with some of my brothers from the north and sisters, eh? The idea of a potential spot ETF is exciting for many fans of digital assets because it could mean greater accessibility for everyday investors. So that's the news with the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF application, as it was refiled by NASDAQ to the SEC. So I wanted to get in that first and foremost so we could get through Bitcoin. And now Bitcoin, this is the breakout attempt for Bitcoin. And I really do appreciate everybody tuning in on this holiday week right now. Happy 4th to everybody as well, Renee. I appreciate that. Mr. Anderson, great point. I've also been adding large amounts of XDC, HBAR, Quant, and Casper with weekly auto buys. Absolutely phenomenal. Casper's actually going to be our next weekly buys once we get to 10,000 tokens of HBAR, because I only want to do $50 a week so that, you know, everybody can afford it, or at least have a chance to afford it. So with Bitcoin, like I say, these kind of updates aren't the sexiest, but they're my favorite. You know why? Because the ones who are willing to listen to these, there's no fancy headline. This is just what's going to happen. So anybody who's watching is going to see this today or tomorrow, and they're going to be like, whoa, how did this happen? Well, you're not going to wonder. We're going to not just have what's going on with the charts, what's going on with the news. And wait until I show you the good news with the XRP Ledger. The XRP Ledger's first mortgage-backed stablecoin was announced. So that's some big news. And then also the 120 million surge in the crypto fund. There's a lot of news going on here today, and it makes me happy. You know what else makes me happy? The fact that there's 38 people here. That's incredible. So, Miss Vicky, you make us all happy. I really appreciate that, love. I really do. I really do. 300,000 Bitcoin. I don't know about that. We're just going to go level by level, my friend. Christian, come on, guys. Take a second, like this video. A nice gesture for our host. Absolutely. 40 people watching now. 24 likes. Yeah, just hit that like button. It's going to make you smile. Anyhow, the descending triangle. The breakout here. We broke back up over the channel we broke down out of. And then the 30,000 was so important, as we talked about, even when it was down at 25,000, 24,000. 500 roughly, 600. At the bottom of the descending triangle, we talked about we might have to come back up and fill the CME gap. There was one at 21,000, also 31,000. Fortunately for us, when we came over 31,000, rebroke the channel. The news of this Bitcoin ETF is also breaking at the same time. So now a bunch of crypto whales, or Bitcoin whales, I should say, started to pile in. So that's what we need. We need investors, institutional investors. We can't buy enough. So now all of a sudden we've got this bull flag that formed on the CME gap and the breakout on the channel and the, let's face it, the psychological level at 30,000. If that wasn't enough, the cup and handle with the bull flag form, and that's awfully bullish if you create a handle on the cup. So forget everything else we just said. And now if we break out of the bull flag, now our hold right now, we're trying to hold roughly 31,000. I like to overextend it about 31,150. 31,150, 31,000, yes, but 31,150 to hold that bull flag breakout, and then the target would be 35K, 35,054 to be exact, on my estimation. What do I know? But isn't it funny how we can draw these charts, and we don't have to get scared, we don't have to be nervous, and when it breaks down, we already know. If Bitcoin were to show us a fake out, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beauty of it, and it breaks this area, well, we broke the bull flag, 30,000, the CME gap doesn't hold. We break back down, we come here. Well, if we're breaking this area, we're probably hunting the CME gap around 21K. But right now, we're not worried about that. We're looking at the bullish side of it. So with Bitcoin, that's what we're looking at. Fair enough? I just need one yes, fair enough. And 26 likes, I really feel like we can do better than that. We're better than this. We're better than 26 likes. I mean, the only other alternative is that you could send a YouTube super chat to circumvent hitting the like button, or you could, because you feel so guilty for not hitting the like button, you could join Tom's army. It's just a greater good cause. I do put in a lot of time, and all I ask is for that like button. Can you believe it? That like button, I can't even get it. What about my praying mantis on my shirt? Will that get me the like button? That's my praying mantis. I got that at the flower show in 2022. True story, in Royal Oak. Kid you not. So Bitcoin right now is, what level were we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? 31,180. No, we said 31,150 just to play it safe, I believe. But this is the area we need to hold to try to confirm the breakout of the bull flag. It's already looking good, though. It's looking good right now. XRP, we know it's dreading a little bit. It's straggling, but what did we have to do? We have to return the short-term reversal. We had a death cross, remember, in the 4-hourly? It's only now that we're reversing this pattern formation in the 4-hourly. We're imminently, or we did now. I talked too much and it took me too long to set up my update. Can you believe this? I was going to show you this as it was happening, but it just happened already in this last 4-hour candle. Damn it. Well, you know what they say. At least the information is here. That would be a Yeshua hat. Yes, it is, Mr. Anderson. And if they're duping me because I can't read what it says, I guess my bad, but you know, yes, that is it says Yeshua, to my knowledge. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Authentic, smart, and the best TA. Tom has our backs. I do. Crypto Scrooge, hit that like button for the great update. Indeed. And also go check out Crypto Solo Scrooge. He does Sologenic. I know he's moving up the charts now. He's getting closer to that elusive 1,000 subscribers. David, appreciate your work, dude. Love from the UK. I appreciate you tuning in from the UK. 9 trillion BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. I know, Calma, if it happens, you're definitely looking at something big could be in the making. And look at this big W reversal that we've been talking about with XRP. Is it not the best thing you could possibly see here? If this plays out, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be something special. And that's why I keep saying, everybody who said, listen, we're going to have a moment here before we go, because this is going to be an entirely too long live, because you can already see I'm in a good mood. I had my 141st workout today, no excuses. I did my gym stuff, did my weight training, did cardio. Today is my 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Today's the 40th day of my fast. Hey, like it says in the Bible, 40 days and 40 nights. Today's my 40th day of my intermittent fasting. I only eat from 1 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So obviously my mind feels good. You know, I feel better. I built a lot more muscle tone. And I just, overall, I feel better. But I changed my attitude from being kind of a negative Nancy, a negative Nelly. I was even what some could describe as hostile. But I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to project positivity. Because what ended up happening was, at the time, I had about 12,000 subscribers. And I had all these different energies. And you know what happened? It got to me. Well, I forgot. Now I've got 16,600 and it's clear as day. I've got to be that beacon of energy, the good positivity. And if I'm positive, the right minds and the right people will follow me. You will let that positivity rain out in the comments and it'll weed out all the negativity. And now we just acknowledge and move on in a good way. We try to bring them to the positivity. And then also, we also don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. See, that's the change too. You know, you have to have the faith behind you as well and not be afraid. So anyhow, going back to XRP. We're not in the buy and sell phase, ladies and gentlemen. Do I think, Miss Vicky, do you think our XRP will ever come back down again so we can buy more? Well, I think it's 50-50. I really think it's a 50-50 proposition that we can go sub 20 and break down below 40 cents even. I think it's 50-50 at this point with what's going on. So what I do is I have an average of 35 cents, we say, even though it's like 34 cents, I just say 35. So 20% below 35 cents. I'll buy more. If that doesn't happen ever, I'm happy with what I have because I did fill my bags up, but that doesn't mean I'm not dissatisfied with some of my other holdings. Like I still need to finish H-Bar. I still need to get Casper. I still need to get IOTA somehow. I still need to get Algo. Yes, I've gotten a lot of other things, so that's what I'm doing. So right now I'm going to continue to say we're in the accumulation phase. That's why I keep saying in 2021 I was willing to sell at $1.66. But right now I'm not. This is the accumulation phase. So whatever happens from here on out, you are investing. You don't use your XRP. You don't sell it for money. You don't put money into crypto that you can't afford to. Now I'm not saying to lose because I'm not looking to lose it and I'm not going to lose it. I'm saying what you can't afford to lose on an everyday basis with your bills. Everybody says don't put into crypto what you can't afford to lose. That's the loser's mindset. No, you put into crypto what you can afford to invest. I'm investing. I'm not looking to lose. That's the difference. When I invest in something just like my precious metals, I'm not looking to lose. They're going to acquire value over time. It's just a matter for me to buy at the right times and hold it for the right time. You know, that's just the way it goes. And with XRP right now, the right thing to do is to hold. If you bought it in the bear market, even if you didn't, what are you going to do now? I have a rule, you don't sell under $1. So everybody who's trying to get, see, and this is something else. In the past, people would try to, you know, they would say something in the comments about, oh, well, it went here and then you said. Now it's more of, well, we have to be smarter about this. Everybody can bring the negativity, but if we're looking at it from the non-victim mindset and the positivity, XRP, we waited 2 years to get this. We sold in 2021 at $1.66 as a community, if you were watching, and it was a very small community at the time. But now we bought back at 35 cents on average as a community. So it's like, why would I sell now? So now it's the accumulation phase. So you have to take your medicine with the deep dives. And what you need to remember is you have to have, value. You have to have a little bit of money to the side. I've still got money to buy. Still got money to buy. I had $5,000 budget. I'm not near well, I'm getting closer. It's definitely getting a little bit closer. We're getting tighter. But because of the good buys that I bought on my other stuff, I managed to keep most of my stuff with XRP plus everything else at about $4,200. And that gives me plenty of flexibility to do what I need to do. Now, if I need to put another $500 in, I'm not opposed to it. But the point is you have a starting point. Because I have enough capital even in my account from when I sold out to be able to spend more. I didn't do myself a disservice in the bear market. That's why when everybody says, oh, you can't put in what you can't afford to lose, I'm not putting in anything because I'm not looking to lose. If you're investing, it's just like if you buy an investment property, you're not buying it to lose it. So you buy it when the market's at the right time. That's why you're not buying right now. You're not looking at an investment property at 8% interest rate, otherwise you're going to get your ass whooped. You're not doing it when the market's at the top. My house should be appraised at like 170, the house I live on. It's at like 240 right now. That's not even, you can't do nothing with that if you buy it at 240 and 8% interest. I'm just being honest with everybody. You got to get a good deal. You can't, just like with crypto, you couldn't do anything in the bull market with it. What, some people bought it and made 10% or 30%. Who cares? I made 400% when I sold. I was pissed. I didn't want to sell my crypto, but I was doing an update. I think we were live, and it just happened. We seen it on the charts. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, we gotta sell. I'm like, it's bad. It's really bad. I wish I could find that update. Or the live, and that's just how it works. So now we're gonna be here for like, Julie already knows it's gonna be like a 2-hour update. No. But a long live because I'm in that mindset right now and I have a lot of information. So the broadening wedge we formed, let me just show you in case you don't know what it is. There is 47 people here. See, I'm shocked that there's so many people. 49 people on a holiday. I'm shocked. Make sure you hit that like button. 37 likes. We're getting better. We're getting better. But this broadening wedge is the rising. So you have higher highs and higher highs and lower lows simultaneously. You only need 2 hits on each side. So 1, 2, 1, 2. But each time you hit it, it's stated that the broadening wedge becomes much more volatile. So look, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. Well, actually it went resistance, support. Back up, didn't make it. Came back to support for volatile, push back to resistance. Back to support, the W reversal. Right? Back up, made another W reversal. And now this next volatile spike, if it comes back to the top of the broadening wedge, it will not only break the 585 double top, the broadening wedge now is lined up with the old pattern formation breakdown from several years ago that we've been pointing to at 613 for a long time. But now it just so happens the broadening wedge came up there. And is this not a massive W reversal if this plays true? And a bull flag. So if this plays true, who knows how high this can go? That is massive formation if it breaks out. Massive. And we already know, we don't have to guess because we've been covering this, or I've been covering it with you watching. If you're new, welcome in, and you might have to watch this from the beginning. But we already know. Inverted head and shoulders pattern. Boom. Down to the inverted left shoulder, inverted head on the pattern breakout of the symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle, the triangle formation, whatever you want to call it. It's up to your interpretation. I'm not here to tell you. I'm not a financial advisor after all. But this inverted left shoulder and the inverted head does it on the formation breakout. This came up to retest the resistance to confirm it. Now we came down for a very harsh recovery, but it held on the pattern breakout, which we had to do. We had to do it. We did it here and tried to hold, but we didn't have a volatile move up and a spike down. Created the inverted head and shoulders there, went up into here and created a prototypical broadening wedge. It is what it is. We have to acknowledge it. But the volatility came down. We never came below the inverted head and shoulders neckline, which was at 44 cents. Created a double bottom at old support at 40. It was about the 4495 level. We hit it a second time. And now we're trying to build this bull flag up. If this W reversal forms, this is bringing up, it'll bring us up to the 585 double top and maybe higher. It might bring us to the top of the broadening wedge, and if we break out from there, our technical target's 65 cents, and that's where I could imagine it being on a breakout with Bitcoin to 35,000, assuming we do take the trajectory that it seems to be on. Like I said, these aren't going to be the sexiest updates, but these are going to be the most important ones. Everybody just wants me to tell them when to buy and sell. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to teach you how to, I don't like to say I'm going to teach you how to fish. I'm going to teach you how to live. I'm going to teach you how to live. smart financially. Everybody's always like, how do you have time to do this? It's simple. Because of what I've taught myself, I don't have to go sit at a 9 to 5. It's that simple. That's not a bragging moment. That's to tell you, like, if I wasn't doing this, if I was working 9 to 5, I couldn't look at the stuff as much. That's why what you get on YouTube usually is half-hearted bullshit, because people are working and they're trying to put something together to make a living. I didn't do this to make a living. I was already making a living staying at home by doing what I'm trying to teach every one of you. So it's very easy for me to put these updates out. I don't rehearse any of this. In fact, this is about as raw as you could ever be. That's why it sounds sometimes like shit, but it still makes sense. So anyhow, let's move on here. I've already talked 25 minutes. Apparently you like what I'm saying, because 43 people watching, 42 likes. That is a tremendous effort. So we talked about Bitcoin. Let's just rehash it real quick. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. So BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF application was refiled by NASDAQ to the SEC. So that happened today. And then the big news here is the XRP absorbs investors' cash as crypto fund flow skyrocket with 124 million surge, but we're not going to go over that yet. There's no way. After all, I want you to be here at the end. So we'll read that after we go through the XRP technical analysis. First, I want to talk about the XRP ledger, how it welcomes first mortgage-backed stablecoin. And this just came out prior to when I came on. That's actually what took me a little bit longer. As I told Julie I was going to do my live at 3:30 while I got into some reading. I didn't want to just give you the information if I didn't know what I was talking about. But it just happened to come out right before I was going to do the live. So the XRP ledger has welcomed home the first ever mortgage-backed stablecoin on the network, introduced by the RWA protocol. In an unprecedented move, the XRP ledger welcomed an innovative stablecoin called Home, backed by mortgages and introduced by the RWA protocol. This groundbreaking development promises to revolutionize the mortgage industry. I just am curious, did anybody else hear about this yet? Anybody hear about this, or did anybody hear about the Bitcoin ETF being resubmitted by the NASDAQ to the SEC? But most of all, did anybody hear about this with the XRP ledger? So the groundbreaking development promises to revolutionize the mortgage industry and unlock many exciting opportunities for market participants and homeowners. The arrival of Home on the XRPL marks a significant milestone as it becomes the first mortgage-backed stablecoin to grace the network. Crypto scoots haven't heard about it. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Hey, no problem. You don't need it. Doesn't matter if you're late. Come on in. It just matters that you're here. This is the most important part, actually. JW heard it here first. Excellent, excellent, excellent. RWA protocol, the driving force behind the asset, leverages the power of blockchain technology to redefine the landscape of mortgage financing and provide individuals worldwide with flexible and accessible options. The official Twitter handle of Homecoin recently announced the XRPL launch, generating widespread attention and sharing a link to the official press release. So this is Homecoin. RWA protocol brings the first mortgage-backed stablecoin Home to the XRP ledger, which is awesome. We can go into some reading there at some point, but that's not the important part yet. Home's unique features. What truly sets Home apart from other stablecoins is its unique value proposition. Transparency lies at the core of the digital asset, allowing users to access crucial information about the underlying loans that back the coin directly on the blockchain. Mark, that's because Aussies are a day ahead. Absolutely, it is. See, we're a day slow, but I gotta keep ahead because of my audience. Miss Vicky, you heard about the resubmission from BlackRock. Excellent. They just said the application by BlackRock was submitted by NASDAQ on Bloomberg. Excellent. I knew Bloomberg could do it. I knew they would finally figure it out. They got so much nonsense on there that I keep my volume down on Bloomberg, but I keep the charts up. I never have the volume up, so it's kind of funny. And you have to pay for it, but on Samsung, because I have a Samsung TV, it comes, bless you, Julie. It comes live on the Samsung Live. It comes for free, which is kind of funny. So, let's see. Home Unique's feature. Did we already do this? So, Home Unique's feature. It says what truly sets Home apart from other stablecoins is its unique Oh yeah, we did read this, but all right, we'll read it again. Unique value proposition. Transparency lies at the core of the digital asset, allowing users to access crucial information about the underlying loans that back the coin directly on the blockchain. Users can delve into details such as the lien amount, location and value of the underlying asset, supporting the home stablecoin, differentiating it from the conventional stablecoins that depend on external auditors for verification. So interesting. This is going to help delve with the mortgage-backed industry when it goes to the digital era. Fascinating. Just fascinating. Mark, I was talking to chant, right? I don't listen. I just read Bloomberg. Same with me. That's the same with me. Everybody's talking to Miss Vicky. A lot of knowledge there. Additionally, home offers attractive current return ranging from 2 to 5% generated through borrowers repaying their loans without any external incentives. This feature sets it apart from other stablecoins offering minimal or no returns yet relying solely on incentives to ensure the utmost security. I don't care. We don't care about that. I just care about the ledger. Home on the XRP ledger. By launching Home on the XRP ledger, the RWA protocol seeks to take advantage of the network speed, cost effectiveness, and commitment to sustainability. Leveraging these unique characteristics, the RWA protocol aims to expedite the mortgage experience for consumers and homeowners. You know, if Icelandic Water was ever watching and they wanted to, work together, that's the one company I would work with. I'll be honest. That's the only water I like. Real water. Well, I mean, it's not the only water I like, but damn, is it good. Coming from that glacier. Well, coming from the underwater activity. Anyhow. The protocol aims to expedite the mortgage experience for consumers and homeowners. Interested market participants can find Home on the XRP ledger with the ticker HOM. Notably, Home is not the first stablecoin launched on the XRP ledger. However, its unique feature sets it apart from others. Stable USD became the first USD pegged stablecoin to launch on XRPL last November. Most recently, Navati Group launched the Australian Digital Dollar AUDD stablecoin on the network. So that's just what happened to XRPL, the first mortgage-backed stablecoin. Welcome in, Tony, Mr. Carter. Hashtag M2C, mother second choice in the house. Appreciate you still tuning in. Now we're going to read this to end this. But first we got to go over the XRP chart, and then we'll read this before I leave. So the XRP absorbs investors' cash as crypto fund flow skyrocket to 124 million surge. But before we do that, we look at the XRP chart. So what we're looking for one last time, everybody, one last time. The 4-hour time frame, we've had a bullish cross. Now XRP is trying to line this up and have a breakout. We need to get over the 494 first level, but this technical target on this short-term bull flag should get us to 508. So that should take care of 494 if this plays true. Now we're going to look for a hold and ultimately maybe a little bit bigger of a bull flag here to push up again and maybe form a second bull flag. But then we're going to try to push this W up, and first level is 537 after that first breakout. Then we need to break up and get up to the 585 level. That's the pattern double top. And then we can try to get up. And the pattern double top didn't happen in the formation in front of us. It happened actually farther back. It happened on roughly March 29th, Wednesday, March 29th of this year. And now the pattern double top would get us back here in July. But if we break past that and hold, technically the target on a break back up here is about 613. So we should come up to the top of the broadening wedge on this hold. And that is a massive, I'm just saying, everybody, this is a massive, and don't underestimate this. It's a massive fucking reversal here. And it's not just that it's a reversal. W. This thing is showing you. Like, if it does this, I mean, holy fuck. And then if it breaks up, and then we go to 65, then we have to go into the other pattern. This is the all-time patterns. 65 cents would be a beautiful thing. Remember, we had that top-down resistance we did on the candle bodies on the live when we were down below getting rejected, and we also did it for the candle wicks, just so nobody could be like, oh, and they both almost lined up in the exact same spot. You're splitting hairs. And now it held this area of support. Now we're looking for the breakout there at 494. Ultimately, we'd be looking for 65 cent push. And as we can see, again, just like with Bitcoin, everybody, and I don't want to make the other chart so much stuff on it, so I'll do it on this one. If this breaks out of here, we're trying to finish off a cup and handle where we're trying to build the area and break out. If this happens, this is bullish. If we can break out of it. It's just if we were to break down, it's going to be some problems. But that's how you need to look at it. Hey, you're drinking a cup of fucking tea. Excuse my French. But that's not even the real cup and handle. See what I'm saying? That's just to get out of the short-term area. We ultimately need to get up here to the 4.9 or the 585, build the handle up here, get above that formation at 60 cents, and it'd be nice if you did something like that. But you'd want to do something like this, build it, 58, get up here, and then you'd want to build out. And what happens if you build out? Well, the all-time pattern doesn't end at 65 cents. I don't know if we can get that high and break it, but if we do break 65 and hold it, our technically, we'd be heading up to the 785 level approximately. I'd put it somewhere around, what, second, third week of August if we do this properly. And that would bring us up to about the 78.5. You break that, we got some things that can start happening. But right now, this is what we're showing. These are the probabilities. We're not talking about $17,000. We're not talking about 7,000. We're not talking about 5 or even 1,000. We're not talking about 500, 250, $150, $10, $5. All I'm talking about right now is to get back up and try to break the 585 level and get up to the top of the damn broadening wedge. If we can break that and finally get on top of a 2-year pattern resistance, okay, well, maybe we can get to 65 cents. If we can get on top of 65 cents, I'll put it on the line and say we can get to 78, because that's the old pattern breakdown and it's the top of the downtrending resistance. And then if we can break that, hey, we might talk about 84 or 88, but we got to get on top of $1.18, $1.32. Everybody wants to talk about $3,000. Can I get $1? Can I get 50 fucking cents? This is also the reason why so many people are holding XRP. And I'm just saying, this isn't to be mean, but it's the same damn mindset. Oh, we can buy and hold from anywhere. XRP to the moon. We're going to have $10,000 a share, so who cares if I buy at $1.80? My portfolio cares, and so does yours. The other tokens you can hold, you know, those ISO 20022 tokens. The other bad thing that everybody has, this mindset, it's such negative mindset. I don't need to own anything else. XRP's everything. That's so negative. So XRP's just do everything by itself. It doesn't need any help at all for anything. That's so asinine. So we have to focus on the Internet of Things, the ISO 20022 tokens. So how am I going to blow my funds at $1.66? No, what we did was we bought, not the bottom of the bull market in 2021, the bull run. We bought it at 47 cents on average as a community, because I started and showed every step of the way, and it just so happened to happen very quickly the last week of March in 2021. Within 4 weeks of our final purchase, we made, with everything we bought, not just the 7,200 XRP tokens, but the XLM, the DGB we made over 400%, and we went from approximately a $4,000 portfolio, not even, maybe 4,200, and it went to well over $12,000. So now we put it into gold and silver, which the other, oh my God, XRP, its enemy is gold, because crypto's the new stable, or it's the new store of value. Horseshit. That's the best friend of crypto, the real store of value, because now we take our profits from 2021. We're not tempted. Here's another stupid mistake. Not even stupid, but it's not wise. If I sell out XRP on a bull run in 2021, why would I sell it out to buy something else in the same bull run? If they've already moved similar, like, if I'm already buying something and the bull runs happen, if XRP's done, the rest of them are done. Just because XRP's going up, everything else is too. That's the honest God truth. You just have to find what you like. But you have to find something that's going to make it. If you're buying stuff you don't understand or don't like, you're never going to do anything good with it. So everybody would sell, I'm going to sell XRP to buy Doge. Why? They both already had the same run. I'm going to sell XRP to buy XRP. They've already had the same damn run. Why are you buying it? That's in the bull market. So right now we're in the bear market, and we get down to 45 cents, and it's like, oh my God, it's so expensive. But yeah, you were going to buy it at $1.66, and you broke my balls for 2 months, 2 years. But now we're positive, folks. See, we're positive. So what I'm trying to tell you is, be smart. Don't let them trick you. Everybody's telling you to sell your stuff. XRP's a scam. Of course they're telling you that. We knew this back in 2021 when we were getting closer to clarity. Every trick in the book. Every trick in the book. And if we go down, that's what we want. So why would we be mad? Like, I'm probably the only person you've ever seen that's buying in a bear market begging it to go down. Because I know you don't get rich in bull markets. And you also can't buy in bull markets. So you only get a small window. Fortunately, our window's been well over a year so far if you do it properly. So, in conclusion, that's what's going on with XRP. We're looking to break out, but we still need to get over first to 494. But the target on this bull flag on a break up, the short-term bull flag that I've been pointing out, it's just a very small one here. Very tiny. That's a very tiny little guy. But it'll get the job done. We have micro volume right now, if you know what I'm saying. We have micro volume. So even though it's a little guy, it's micro, it's a little volume, it still can get a little excited here, and it might be able to push over that 508. Now everybody's looking for it to get extended out to 537. That might be a little bit hardcore. You know, it's kind of hard when it's micro volume. Now if we get some more volume like we did in the 30-minute volume, at 5.2 million in that 30-minute candle, that's what we're looking for. But look what's happening in the shorter time frames, because we've killed this time, folks. We're about to have a golden cross in the 2 hour. That is the first important golden cross, because that is a more permanent time frame. Forget the 1 hour, the 2 hour. So if we do that golden cross, because we've already done it in the 1 hour, I'm just not talking about it. I refuse to acknowledge the golden cross in the 1 hour today because it's not a permanent enough time frame. The 2 hour, then the 4 hour, because right now the 1 hour, likely we're going to come right back down to 4852. Hey, I don't make the rules, ladies and gentlemen. I just know what it tries to do. And then it could even have a quick overextension to the 200 day to 481 just to kind of spit everybody out. Now, what we would really like to see is just a quick reversal up. But, you know, XRP is a pain in the ass when it has moves up because it really likes to shake the naysayers out. It certainly doesn't want somebody. Would you want somebody to be in it if it doesn't believe in you? So the way I look at XRP, XRP doesn't need the schlubs. We don't need the people who are giving us that negative energy about XRP. Why would we want them to have the gains? So when it goes down a little bit, I told you, I've been waiting for this day since 2021 when I sold out. This is how I used to be in 2021. I'd be talking so positively about XRP. But I told everybody, I'm not talking a single iota of positivity in 2021 or most of 2022 until it's ready to buy. And then I still wouldn't be positive until we hit the double bottom. So now this is great. This is what I want. But I'm positive this time around. In 2021, I was just kind of a dick. F you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what you're saying. I'm never wrong. You know? It turned into me trying to show off, I guess. You could call it the show-off show. So I didn't want to be known as the SHS. Or the SOS. So, but now we're doing it right. So, I appreciate everybody. Is there really 60 people listening to my mumbo jumbo? 59 people, 57 likes. I greatly appreciate it. And I know this is taking a long time, but sometimes the truth has to be said. But it's not because I'm just saying it. I'm not throwing anybody on. I'm just telling you, hey, I'm telling you, I was not perfect before. You know, and I acknowledge I was not perfect. I'm still not perfect. I'm far from it. But at least I'm positive. At least I throw myself under the bus. That's what I want to do. That's what I do in everyday life. I always make fun of myself. You know why? That shows confidence. If you can make fun of yourself and let other people laugh at your expense, that makes them feel better. That's good. That's a double win. Double win. Lewis and Bob were excellent. We're excellent. We're excellent. Wow, Tom. See, Mr. Carter, you're going to bring Bob back in. And we don't need Bob today. We're much too positive. Wow, Tom, that offends me. I bet it does, Bob. He's a classy character. One day he'll be back, I promise. But right now, the reason he's not in the Lewis lines, is because we have to be more serious around here. Not because I can't have fun, but because Jeff, Michigan, or XRP believer, are we going to reap the rewards? We are going to reap the rewards, and I'm also in the great state of Michigan. Sean Crothers, welcome in, my main man from Maine. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm not in the house as well. But we have the golden cross here in the 1 hour. But like we said, we have an imminent golden cross forming here in the 2 hourly. We're trying to get into the 4 hourly when we can kind of shake this up a little bit. We have the bullish cross in the 4 hourly. So this big W reversal is possibly forming here. But like I said, We can't get excited until we break 508. Like, we can't even start to even be like, okay, here we go. Because 508, we've got nothing until 537. Yes, somebody will say 512 or 518. In the 522, I acknowledge I love that number too. See what I did there? But we need to get up higher, so those aren't even relevant. Because then I'll just say it's a quick wick up over 508, and, you know, I'll just play it that way. Make it work to my advantage. Hey, it's my chart. I'm going to make it sound good. Plus, I taught myself, so half the stuff could be wrong. It just plays out the way I said, so I'm assuming it's right. So anyhow, that's what's going on with XRP. And if anybody isn't part of Tom's Army, if you love this content, if you appreciate the fact that I do this with no paid advertisements and you don't have to see the silly paid sponsorships or the paid partnerships, or you don't have to listen to me for 37 minutes talk about some other crappy coin that you should buy and it's the next big thing. You'll never hear me say it's the next big thing. Come buy this pile of shit. Come buy the Ben coin. Oh, did I say too much? But no, we talk about the ISO and the IoT. And by the way, don't buy the Ben coin, please. I've had people comment since somebody brought it up in the comments. I don't remember who it was. May even have been me just talking about it. Just don't buy that pile of shit. Just from me to you. That's all I'm going to speak of it. So XRP absorbs investor cash as crypto fund flow skyrocket with 124 million surge. Everybody's wondering why they're down 95% in his comments. It's great because he's getting blasted, but people are like, oh, we're going to make so much. They're down 90%. Well, I can't imagine how that happened. The same guy who brought you, let's see, Celsius, who told you to go with FTX for your exchange, who told you about the Luna coin, the guy who was promoting all of that, you can't imagine that he might have stooped you on the Ben coin. Whew. But anyhow, that's neither here for me to say because we're positive around here. We're positive. That's a true market capitalist right there, that old Ben. He's doing what he's got to do. So, in a remarkable week for the crypto market, digital asset, all I thought of when I heard of Ben coin is Kramer coin. Well, if you see, I mean, it might as well be. Might as well be. I mean, the same people that take, hey, you know what though? When I say controlled opposition, if you and I look at somebody and say, why would anybody watch this person or take advice from this person, but they're still getting all these views? They're controlled opposition. They're meant to be there for a reason. You're not supposed to have any money. That's why you have all these nefarious actors. That's why I get shadow banned. But you know what? I'm happy. That's the problem. Everybody's like, oh, they want the 100 and millions of followers. I'm happy with 16,600. I couldn't be happier. Each day we grow stronger by just one person. You got to remember, this army didn't start overnight. It's been almost 2.5, 3 years it's going on, and next in March. So each person we grow, we're stronger, not just in Tom's Army, in the community as a whole. We have 16,600 plus subscribers. That's a miracle. I'm not saying I'm not intelligent or I am good entertainment, but it's a miracle. I don't put any money into this. I'm not saying that I don't appreciate what I do, but I don't pay for marketing. I don't pay for any of this stuff. I even bought my tablet on points from my credit card. I used to be on my phone. But then I said, you know, I got 100,000 points on my credit card. That's $1,000. I owe it to this community to put those credit card points to good use. And I showed everybody how you could make your points work for you, and I turned it into the tablet. And you know, most people say your tablet and your phone, it's a liability. But if you are making income, or if you're putting out information, or if you're using it to gain knowledge, it's actually an asset because the knowledge you use is going to transfer into wealth later. Wealth, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean money. It doesn't mean the dollar. Wealth can simply mean, hey, I have my phone. I'm using it to not look at Google for BS, and I'm not manipulated in the mind where I think politics matter, like Democrat versus Republican. Like, who cares? It's run by the central bank, so why waste your energy? Just understand who's running the world, just so you know what's going on. Just look at the central bank. Forget politics. It's a waste of your mind. It's a waste of your space. You don't need that nonsense. How are you going to get ahead if you're worried about what some douchebag in Missouri says about fucking a Democrat and some asshole in Hawaii says about fucking a Republican? Who cares? Neither of them are talking about the real issue, the central bank, so what does it matter? They're both dumb. No offense if you are a Democrat or Republican, but I'm just saying you're better than them. Don't let them control you based on if you're blue or red. Let's see, Two, XOY, when I first found your channel, it was hard to watch because you sounded so angry. I was in a bad relationship and couldn't deal any more anger, but was trying to put money up to move the chains. Oh, love the chains. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Infamous, like number 59, I'm assuming you're saying. That's awesome. Come on in, said Tom. We come in because you give it to us real. That's what I try to do. That's what I try to do. Miss Vicky found XRP and crypto last December. What a beautiful time to be alive when you found it. But no, that's the biggest change, X2. That's what I'm saying. I put myself in the position of, I don't know what anybody's dealing with. You know, the last thing I need is somebody to come in here and I'm being a dick. Or I have this angry tone. Or it's me against you. Like, we're not against each other. We're together. Like, I had an awakening at some point the last 2.5 years. It's just that simple. And like I used to say, I'm the best in the business. Now I let the audience speak for me. I don't need to say it. I shouldn't have to brag, or I shouldn't have to charge, or I shouldn't have to do anything out of the ordinary. If I'm trying to show you stuff that I think is useful, it's in the Bible. You know, we've been taught from our higher power that you give the knowledge freely and it'll come back full circle. You reap what you sow. Those words are so strong, but nobody pays attention. I'm getting what I'm putting out. I've never been more successful in my life. And not because of what I'm making on YouTube, because of the decisions I'm making. Mentally, I've never been stronger. I haven't been physically in this good a shape since I was in my late 20s, early 30s. And when I was in high school, I was a fat slob. So we can all stop there. Everybody told me it was genetics, you're fat because of your whatever. I heard it all. I was 260 pounds when I was like 13. You know, now I haven't been over 180 probably, and I don't even know, or 190 in a long time. But now, you know, I don't weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself in 6 years. That was another thing. You get on the scale and it's like, who cares what it says? Do my clothes fit? If my clothes don't fit, like, to put it in perspective, I wore like a 42. I was hinging on the 44 waistline. Now it's like 34 and they don't fit. So I don't want to admit that I'm probably a 32 because 34 just seems so much cooler. But, you know, it's mind, body, and soul. It's mind, body, and soul. That's why I'm able to do this now. I've got that energy because I'm living it now. But I'm trying to bring you guys along with me and gals. I know this is taking forever. I apologize. 52 minutes, 52 likes, 61 likes, 61 likes. Wow, 52 people watching. That means some of you that have come in, that left, actually enjoyed it, but you just had to leave because it's a holiday week. And if you're asking me, a lot of people are always like, well, the people around you are probably learning a lot. It couldn't be the opposite. Most people don't listen to me around me. They think I'm nuts. And I always tell them I got people from 72 different countries that wish they could sit at the kitchen table and have a conversation with me. But my own parents, my family, they don't give a shit. They only knew. But that's all right because I'll be carrying them and that's my job. All right, that's my job. And you don't have negativity about it. You only need one person in the family to understand. So why can't you be the one in the family that picks them up in the digital era? If you have the money to save everybody in your family's stupidity, it's your job. I hate to break it to you. We're going to carry that burden. You don't want your family to go down. And the worst thing that's going to happen, and this is true, and we're going to get back to this, a lot of people, they're going to hit it and they're going to say, you know what? Nobody listened to me. My family didn't listen to me. They're still your family, so you're going to have to pick them up. And you know what? You don't brag about it. You give, they take, you don't talk about it. But I guarantee you they're going to treat you differently. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to throw it in their face. You don't have to do like when I was younger, when your parents would give you something and then they would tell you about it every single time for the next 13 years. You just do it. It's in good faith. So, in a remarkable week for the crypto market, digital asset investment products surged with a staggering 125 million influx. The main magnet of investors' attention, without a doubt, was Bitcoin capturing an impressive inflow of 123 million. However, it was XRP that stood out as the star performer, receiving over 400,000 in inflows. I'm continuing its positive trajectory. I'm not sure that was, I don't know if that's misprinting. According to the recent weekly report from Coin, oh yeah, it is, because they're talking about the inflows that came in a short time. XRP exchange traded products experienced remarkable performance with 2.8 million flowing in during June alone, outperforming any other altcoin since the beginning of 2023. XRP products have amassed an impressive 6 million in fund flows. And here's and this is cool. Bitcoin had 123.0 week flows. Mid flows, 284, 158 year-to-date flows. Where the heck is XRP? 0.4, 2.86, 4.9. So that's the chart. You can discern that however you want. I'll take a second and look at the comments. Crypto Scrooge, I say the same to friends and family. Tom, we will be the ones that create the generational wealth for the fam that God wants. Exactly. Yes, we are family, JW. And Crypto Scrooge, that is the mindset you have to carry with you. Keep it true. Jose, brother, you called every drop since I've been watching you. Saved me lots of money. Hey, you and me both. You know, I always say it's for historical evidence. Remember I say it's historical record? So when people ask me, how did you do it and why didn't you tell anybody, I can simply say, hey, I've got like 3,000 videos. My channel's had, and I'm surprised, but I never look at it, but it says my channel's had 3.7 million views or 3.6 million views. Like, holy, I didn't realize that. So it's like, hey, somebody's watching, you know, so the information's getting out there. So why would traditional investors bet on XRP? And then we'll go. I know I'm dragging this out. We'll go. If you want to show support, you can join Tom's Army. It's in the video description below and or pinned comments. Actually, it's in the mission statement. Or you can send a YouTube super chat. But most importantly, if you're looking to trade XRP, look in the video description or the pinned comments or my just normal video stuff. We can't use BitGet anymore. You're going to find out on July 17th. It's going to be done. Even if you're able to use it now, done. I got an email, done. Completely done. Even though I've been done because they banned mine because of my IP. Some people have been able to get around it with a VPN. It says if you have a VPN, done July 17th. You can't get around it with a VPN. I don't know how they're going to find out, but they're figuring something out. So FMX, trade XRP, all your favorite cryptos. A lot of people wanted to do the leverage trading. That's the way to do it. So I'm not affiliated. I don't get anything from them, but that is what I found. And then I use Uphold. So I'm going to continue to tell you what I use, and that's it. So the special attitude toward XRP may be attributed to two primary factors. The first is the close application between the coin and Ripple, where the latter actively employs it in business operations with Ripple's constant expansion and partnership across traditional industries. Many investors see XRP as an excellent vehicle to gain exposure to Ripple's growth. The belief that Ripple's actions are instrumental in driving XRP's price growth further bolsters the sentiment. The second reason is the ongoing legal proceedings between Ripple and the SEC. Now going into its third year despite the prolonged uncertainty. Various experts estimate that a final resolution may be on the horizon. In response, investors are seizing the opportunity to front-run the court decision, leading to increased interest and investment in XRP. While Bitcoin remains the dominant force, XRP's consistent positive inflow showcase its resilience and appeal to investors seeking diverse opportunities with the crypto landscape. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I've run out of steam. My voice is running out of steam. You got 2 minutes. We can have a little combo, but I gotta go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm shot. I've given you my all today. If anything, I'm proud of myself because I gave it my all, and all you can do is give it your all. But it's up to me to acknowledge I'm gassed. I'm gassed. And if I continue going, we're not gonna get any more updates today. Nobody wants that. I gave you an hour. I'm gonna say bye to everybody real quickly. Come on in. Thank you very much. Saying well done. I don't want anything. I'm old, but my girls will not have to live in this world. They're giving us CBDC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same with me. My son's going to be 4 on July 11th. We've got Julie's 2 kids that I've been a part of their life for the last going on 10 years now. She's got the oldest one's going to be 17 in February. The youngest one turns 10 in August. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting time to be alive, that's for sure. You want to be on the right side of history, though, folks. Just understand what you're doing. If you got to go back and watch this again, I highly encourage you watch it. Mr. Carter from Other Second Choice, I appreciate you tuning in. Always, always love that, mate. Crypto Scrooge from Crypto Solo Scrooge on YouTube tuning in as well. Old Snip and Joe Potato have a good one. JW have a good one, my friend. One of the longest viewers in the audience. 6, I appreciate that compliment. John Hall, have a good one, my friend. Scrooge is definitely a blast. He'll teach you a lot about not just Sologenic, but he talks about Corium. And then he also talks a lot about XRPL and the connections with XRP and Solo and all this great stuff, guys. John Hall, have a good one, no problem. Jeff, have a good one. I appreciate you tuning in. Ernie, come over and have fresh strawberry shortcake. Oh, One of my favorites. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Maybe one day when we're all sitting around the lake, when we're all reaping the rewards of understanding this next era. And finally, Ron Aviation, have a good one. Mr. Ernie Lightning, have a good one. Miss Vicky, thank you for the awesome live, as you say. Have a good one, love, and have a great 4th of July, everybody. But you're going to see me anyhow. I'm going to try to fit in a live tomorrow, but we do have the parade. I'll try to show some of it. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, Jeff, no problem. Have a good one. Crypto Solo Scrooge, stay blessed, everybody. From the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate you all showing me the love, the attention, and the ability to do what I love to do and allow me to get the message out. Stay blessed, everybody. Remember, positivity over negativity. It's just that simple.